Hello everyone, we are in the part origin of human beings and development. Yes, so according to the scientists, and they used to say that the earth was born 4,600 million years ago. Scientists say that the earth was born 4,600 million years ago. Yes, the first living being appeared on the earth is it's a single celled, okay, it's a single celled bacteria called prokaryotes. Yes, the first living being is appeared on this planet. Yes, planet means on the earth, where single celled single celled bacteria called prokaryotes. Yes, these bacteria were capable of living in the absence of oxygen. Yes, these bacteria, even even they are without oxygen. Yes, they used to live on planet that also without oxygen. Yes, that bacteria name is prokaryotes. Yes, they can live without oxygen. Yes, but they used to get necessary energy and nutrients from the environment. Yes, prokaryotes without oxygen, they used to live on the earth, but they used to get necessary nutrients, and along with nutrients energy also they want. So this nutrients and this energy they will get from the environment. Yes, next, then some 4,000 to 2,500 million years ago, the lichen or algal were seen. The lichen or alga, the lichen or alga. Sorry for mispronunciation. See, the lichen or alga were seen. Okay, these were also bacteria. Yes, so these in the future become the source of evolution of planets and animals. The lichen or alga were seen that also in the year 4,000 to 2,500 million years ago. Yes, then these in the future, which one? The lichen or alga, where in the future become the source of evolution of plants and animals. Yes, if we consider the world of living beings, fossil evidences of microorganisms as old as 3,500 million years have been traced in Australia. Yes, if we want to consider the world of living beings, the fossil evidences of microorganisms, we people used to see. Yes, that also by the tracing of, yes, the tracing evidences, that also in Australia. Yes, the fossil evidences of microorganisms as old as 3,500 years ago have been traced in Australia. Yes, fossil evidences fossil evidences of microorganisms as old as 2000 million years were found in Sandur Taluk in Karnataka. Yes, in the same way how the microorganisms were as old as we traced in 3500 years ago in Australia, in the same way these fossil evidences of microorganisms, yes, they were not just a microorganisms, they were the fossil evidences of the microorganisms, those as old as 2000 million years ago, we people used to found in our Sanduru. The Sanduru is a taluk of Karnataka. Yes, the Sandur is a taluk of our Karnataka. Yes, here also 2000 million years ago we were found fossil evidence of microorganisms. Yes, in this road to evolution 570 million years ago. Yes, now comes 570 million years ago, fishes and other aquatic living beings. Yes, 570 million years ago, fishes and other aquatic animal living beings we people used to see. Yes, do you know what is mean by the aquatic? Aqua is a water. Yes, so aquatic living beings, which all are the animal used to live in water, like ocean. Yes, ocean, sea, pound. Yes, then lakes, rivers. Yes, aquatic animals, for example, fish, frog. Yes, and octopus. The types of the different types of fishes. Example, and some bacteria. Yes, crocodile, blue whale, shark. These all were the aquatic animals. Yes, aquatic living beings. Yes. Have you got the idea of aquatic living beings? Aqua means water, living beings means which all are the animals used to live in water surface. So those all animals are called aquatic animal. Yes. So now comes 438 to 408 billion years ago. Insects. Yes. 570 million years ago, fish and other aquatic living beings, and 438 to 408 billion years ago, we can see insects. 408 to 360 years ago, amphibian. Yes, and along with that amphibian, approximately 320 million years ago, reptiles. 248 million years ago, dinosaurs, and 213 million years ago, birds and mammals. 65 million years ago, huge mammals, and 25 million years ago, apes got evolved. Yes, so one by one, the living beings were started to live on the earth. Yes, so earlier, the first stage of the when the earth was born, and from there onwards, the bacteria, yes, prokaryotes were the first living beings. Yes, which were the single cell. Then afterwards, the fossil evidences of microorganisms. After that, fishes and other aquatic animals. After that, insects, then amphibians, then reptiles, then dinosaurs, birds, mammals. Then afterwards, huge millions years ago, 65 million years ago, huge mammals, and 25 million years ago, apes we can call it, apes also you can call. Okay, then afterwards, 5 million years ago, but and 1.8 million years ago only, human beings got evolved. Evolved means got born. Okay, started to living on the earth surface. Yes, in this process of evolution, first single celled organisms, then molluscs, then fishes, plants, insects, amphibians, flying insects, reptiles, birds, mammals, flower bearing plants, grass, apes, and bites got evolved. Yes, these all were the evoluted first single celled organisms. Yes, put the underline. Which all are they? The first single celled organisms are molluscs, fish, plant, insect, amphibian, flying insect, reptile, birds, mammals, flower bearing plant, grass, ape, and bulbs. Okay, next, some 1.8 million years ago, evolution of the human being took place. So here onwards, we people are used to learn about human beings. Yes, next, human beings whose physical features were similar to the modern man. Yes, the first appeared in Africa. The first human being were appeared for the first time in Africa. Yes, it is believed that from there they migrated to various parts of the globe and settled there only, where in Africa. Okay, at present this theory is subjected to lot of criticism. At present, this subject only, this theory subject, not only subject, the theory subject is criticized a lot. Understood? Criticize means prashansa, means criticism, means what you will call criticism for the discussion. Okay, next. So after this, let us move for the metal age. However, you people know that reason of this COVID-19, government reduced your portion. So according to that portion, we people are going to discuss now, and we people are going to learn the lesson. Okay, so in according to the government reduced portion, so different stages of evolution among organisms and plants, and the three stages in prehistoric period. Okay, in prehistoric period, we people used to learn three stages. Yes, Paleolithic age, Mesolithic age, and Neolithic age. So these three stages were reduced part in your this lesson. Yes, so apart from that, let us learn about the metal age. Yes, so you all people know about the meaning of the metal. What is mean by the metal? Okay, when you will get this video, write the meaning of metal. What is metal? How many kinds of metals are there? Yes, you know, metal means it's not just a copper, it's not just a gold, silver. Yes, many kinds of metals we used to see in every day we people are using many kinds of metals in our day life. Yes, so write down or list out the metals. Yes, which all are the metals. Understood? Next, the metal age. The use of metals began with the end of Neolithic period. The end of the period of Neolithic, the metal use began. Yes. After that, the first metal that human beings used was copper. First time when human beings were evoluted at the time that human were started to use the copper. Yes, copper means, what is mean by the copper? Copper means, write down the meaning of this copper. Okay. Then the people of metal age learned producing bronze. After using the copper, they were started to produce the bronze by mixing the tin and copper. Yes. When human beings were started to use the copper, yes, he was not stopped there only. Okay, again he invented one new metal now. Okay, after using this copper, and that also the mixing of copper and tin is also metal. Okay, mixing of this copper and tin, he produced bronze. Yes, bronze is an alloy and it is harder than copper. Bronze is a metal and it is harder than copper. Yes, now goes to the copper and bronze stone age. Yes, copper and bronze stone age. As the quantity of copper and bronze tools was very low. Yes, stone weapons were continued to be used along with them. Earlier, what human beings were used to do means this, when they comes to know about the preparing by themselves only, in ancient time, people that human used to produce by himself only the stone tools and weapons. Tools are different and weapons are different. Yes, so earlier human were started to prepare animal bones, tools and weapons, and by using wood. Yes, by using wood he used to prepare the uh, tools and weapons. Yes, when he comes to know about the using of the metal, that also the first metal is copper. Yes, after using copper he comes to know that, and he started to mix with tin, copper with tin, he produced bronze. Okay, understood? When he know about the uses of these all metals, what he did, along with using the bones, animal bones, metals and along with animal bones and wooden bones, sorry, wooden things, means weapons and tools. He started to prepare copper and bronze weapons, and he prepared to bronze and copper tools and weapons. Okay, so therefore this period is called as copper and bronze stone age. Okay, uh, put out the underline. As the quantity of copper and bronze tools were very low, stone weapons were continued. Okay, stone weapons and tools were continued still in the still in the copper and bronze stone age. But then also these copper and bronze stone age, along with the stone, they used the tools. They started to prepare tools and weapons by using metals of copper, bronze and stone. Yes, for that reason this age is called as a copper and bronze stone age. Okay, next, this age began about 5000 years ago. Agriculture and cattle rearing were the prime occupations. Occupation means job, work, kelasa. Yes, naukari. Understood? Next, cattle rearing means, do you know what is mean by the cattle? Cattle, you know the meaning of cattle? Cattle rearing? Yes. So I know, I hope you know the meaning of this cattle rearing. Yes. Designed pots manufactured by using wheels belonged to this age. Yes, the manufacturing of the wheel, were belong to this age only. Yes, in the copper and bronze stone age only the wheel were manufactured. Yes, copper implements and jewelry have been found. Yes, when they used to know that how to use the copper and bronze in this age, they were started to produce even not only the tools, not only the weapons they prepared, along with those things they started to prepare jewelries also. Yes, and agricultural things also they were started to prepare. Yes, and bronze implements were helpful for deep cultivation of land and for the conservation of forest land into cultivated land. Okay, during the agriculture or cultivation of land also they used copper implements. Okay, elements. Okay, next, as a result, there was a rise in the production of good grains. Okay, what they got when they implemented the use of bronze. Okay, that also cultivation land. In the cultivation land during the agriculture field, they used bronze implements or elements. They got a good result of good food grains. Yes, they got good production of food grains. Yes, by transporting excess food grain to needy places around, the trade started from here. When they manufactured wheels in this age, along with manufacturing the wheel, they started to transforming, means transport system they were started. Okay, in ancient time the transport system were starts from the ass. Yes, dog, ass, then afterwards bullock. Then when they invented, at that time bullock cart will started to use. Okay, so here onwards only people used to see the transport system. Yes, next, consequently, in the valleys of river Sindhu and its tributary, a grand culture like Harappan civilization could arise. In this age only, the valleys of river Sindhu, the valley of river Sindhu and its tributary, the Harappan civilization were began to arise. Yes, historians identify it as the first urbanization ever happened. Yes, so in South India, the use of bronze was less when compared to the use of copper. Yes, in South India, the bronze were used in a very less way, but Comparing to the copper, the bronze used very less, but here in the South India, the copper was used more than bronze. Yes. The evidences of copper and bronze stone age have been found in Halluru, Banahalli, Brahmagiri and other places in Karnataka. Yes, even we can see the evidences of this copper and bronze stone age in our Karnataka. Okay, in which all of the place means Halluru, Banahalli, Brahmagiri were the important place where the copper and bronze stone age were found. Yes, look at the picture. Burials of megalithic culture. Burials means burials, ಸತ್ತವರನ್ನು ಹೂಳುವ ಪದ್ಧತಿ. Yes. Next, iron stone age. After copper and bronze stone age, we'll discuss about the one more stone age, that is iron stone age. Yes, iron is a hard metal. Yes, copper, bronze, tin, then afterwards iron. Yes, iron is very hard metal among other metals. Yes, this was in use in South India long before copper. Before they used this copper, they started to use the iron only. Yes, in South India it was in use as early as some 3500 years ago. Yes, this is called as the period of iron stone age. Yes, or either this is called as the period of grand stone age, either iron stone age, both were same. Okay, understood. Next, in the tombs of grand stone culture, stone circle was constructed around the chamber where dead body is kept. Yes, are you able to understand this one? In the tombs means tombs. Have you seen the tomb? Yes, in Bijapur Gold Gumat, that Gold Gumat was upper part was in the shape of tomb. Yes. Next, in the tombs of grand stone culture, stone circle was constructed. Yes, around the chamber where dead body is kept. Yes, there this iron were used. Yes, so see here, red and black colored pots were commonly placed in such chambers in Karnataka. Commonly people call it as hut or house of Pandavas, stone of Mauryas. Yes, in Karnataka such type of chambers, okay, where the red and black colored pots were kept commonly, and where the tombs were built by the grand stone. Yes, that also tombs were constructed in a circle. Yes, see, so those such type of people will call it as or chambers were call it as a house of Pandavas or stone of Mauryas. Yes, don't get confusion. Tombs of grand stone culture were carved into a circle. Yes, curved into a circle. Yes, and where in that curved or the circle was constructed. Yes, by using stone, the circle was constructed around the chamber. Yes, around the chamber. In that chamber, in the age of stone, in iron stone age, they used to keep in that chamber dead body. Yes, understood. But red and black colored pots were commonly used in some chambers. Okay, so some chambers where commonly people used to tell that those houses or those huts are the house of Pandavas. Those houses were called as the hut or houses of Pandavas, either stone of Mauryas. Yes, iron weapons and implements were helpful in agriculture and handicraft. Yes, iron weapons. Now onwards, when they when they comes to know about how to use the copper, tin and bronze, yes, after these three metals, even they know about the uses of the iron also. Yes, by using early in ancient times, what people used to do, weapons and tools were prepared by using animal bones, wood and stone. Yes, after comes to know about the use of the copper, bronze and tin, they started to prepare uh, copper copper things and bronze things, including jewelries also. Yes, after knowing the uses of the iron, here also they were prepared iron tools, iron weapons and jewelries. Yes, next, where I stopped, as the use of iron increased in North India. Yes, um, agrarian activities geared up. Thus, there was surplus yield. Yes, some 2600 years ago, the class which controlled surplus yield emerged as ruling class. Yes, they were the republic states. Yes, however, the agrarian activities were rises up in our India. Yes, in the same way, the ruling classes will also emerged. Yes, the classes were controlled by surplus yield emerged as a ruling classes. Yes, and they were only called as a republic state. Yes, thereafter Nanda Maurya empires become a prominent. Yes, after that important sites in Karnataka that belong to Iron Age are Banahalli. Okay, during the Iron Age, the Karnataka, some of the important sites were found. Yes, so those are important sites of Karnataka were Banahalli, Hirebenakallu, Brahmagiri, Koppa, Heggadehalli, T. Narasipura, Hemmige, Halluru. Yes, then afterwards Hutri Durga, Pandavaradinne, then afterwards Jadigena Halli. These were the important sites of Iron Stone Age in our Karnataka. Yes, so look at the box. There are different types in tombs of Grand Stone Age. Yes, important among them stone circle, minar, dolmen and cairn and earth. These were the important tombs. Yes, so here you people are comes to know about the what you have learned. You have learned about prehistoric society. Yes, so in prehistoric, yes, not only in prehistoric, the history were divided into three periods. Yes, you know that. In previous only means before the starting of the lesson only I have told that the history was divided into three types. Among three, the first one is prehistoric period, which you have people were learned. Okay, prehistoric means there is no written script. Understood? There is no a record of writing. There is no script, and nobody will able to read it. Yes, and after that the second period is proto-historic period. Here people are able to read people are able to write the script. Yes, here the writing form are there, but nobody will able to read that one, and nobody cannot understand it. Yes, the historic period. Here the written script is there. Yes, and everyone can understand it, and everybody are able to read that script. Yes, that is called historic period. Yes, so in prehistoric period, three type of stages will come. Yes, in prehistoric period we will learn a three type of ages. Yes, Understood? Means stages. The first one is Paleolithic, Mesolithic and Neolithic. Yes. So up to here you people have learned. In the next session we will meet once again. Until then, take care of yourself.